Honestly, I've just been sat here for 20 minutes just trying to start this, and it's just so sad. It's just so sad. I don't know. It's hard to know where to begin. It's hard to know what to fucking say or not say. I don't know why. Really. One person said months ago, oh, you should do another video. I don't really see, I stopped doing them because that should be it. I'm doing them for me. Oh my god, what am I saying? Oh fucking hell. Well, how atrocious is this? How atrocious is this? Yeah, just everything's really sad. Really sad. I'm doing AMC, which is great, but it's like every time I talk to anyone, which isn't that often, but when I do, it's just like that's the only thing everyone brings up. Oh, you're doing AMC, how's that going? Oh, that's really good of you. That's really good you're doing that. But it's like, I know I'm facilitating and now starting this new one in Keighley, but apart from the few weekend things I've done, like at Bradford City and M&S and then Broadway and stuff, so I've done like, I don't know, 6 extracurricular things to raise awareness, but apart from that, it's 2 hours a week, so I feel like sometimes this is really sad. Everything's sad. But like, I should probably be sharing a lot more on Facebook, these things, and sharing about it. But I don't wanna, because as you might have seen, Facebook is the only thing. I don't have Instagram, I don't have Twitter or anything like that. So Facebook's the only thing I use. I haven't been posting things on it for ages. Like really, really scarcely. Because I feel like if it's something about AMC, people are just going to think, oh, well, it's all right. Oh, he must be doing all right. He's got AMC, blah, blah, blah. Again, 2 hours a week. 2 hours in a whole week. How many hours in a week? That's 2. So there's a lot of nothing. And if I post normal things, I could have had a rant about tonight, Man U getting knocked out of the FA Cup. But just if I put it there, people will think, oh, he's getting back to normal, and that's not the case. That's why I don't want to do it. I don't want to give like a false impression. We get we've had a few guys at AMC, are at AMC because they've got problems, and that's fine, we're there to help. But like on Facebook, they sound normal, everything's fine and dandy, and they turn up and then they're like, yeah, that's not the case, it's just for show, innit? So that, like, that is as we are as a society. We post better things. Some people like to rant, myself included, but yeah, it's always just happy things. So I don't want to be that one of those people. I don't want to post things and just seem like it's going all right, 'cause it's not. It's raining through my fucking roof. We've had 2 roofers. Bless him, Chris commented saying about landlords and blah blah blah. I just don't have the heart to put, I'm 34 and I live at home with my mum and dad, because while there's nothing wrong with it, really, it's just been eating away at me. I shouldn't be living on my own anywhere. What with everything from lack of funds to no job, and yeah, just probably not a good idea being alone. It's still 34, living at home, It's just those little things, but they all add up to that. Everyone to golf, you see all these people in their cars, nice cars, you know, families and houses and mortgages and everything like that. And it's just like, fuck, man. Without poker's the only thing that I have from like when I was 14, 15, living at home. So like if I stop doing that, which I'll probably have to soon, but yeah, if I stop that and then that's it, it's like I've literally reset to being 14 again. Living at home in my room with my piece of musical equipment. Yeah, it's just really fucking sad. So this is what it's like all the time. I've been on one date. When was it? About 3 months ago. And I was really sweating it all the time leading up to it. Not for, you know, normally I think I'm quite confident in myself. Chatting to people has never been an issue for me. So it was never anything like that. But it was just like at some point this conversation is going to get onto it. Because I didn't fucking, you know, in the text leading up to it, like I still had down that I was a drum teacher. And I just didn't want to get into that whole conversation. But yeah, it was like, right, I'm going on this date. How long until I just have to fucking go into everything? Well, I don't teach drums anymore because I have to quit that because, you know, my daughter died, and then I can't do it anymore because I can't teach 50% of my clientele for fear of a breakdown and the PTSD and the lack of passion, you know. I think I've said it in a previous video, but I'll say it again. Like it's the number one thing people like don't seem to get their head around. Which is granted, because you know, I guess if they haven't been in this position, which thankfully for 99.9% of the world they haven't, but you know, they just can't understand. Oh, why don't you just go back to teaching drums? I can't. I just don't want to. I can't teach anyone. Can't teach children, and I have no passion for it anymore. So there's no point. But I wish I did. I'm always still tapping away, still playing air drums and the guitars, still knowing that I'm better than fucking, you know, I'm best drummer in Yorkshire easily, I reckon. Most versatile. But I just can't do it anymore. So I've got the piano, keyboard, that's been good, like to play. Getting into that, I only played it for a couple of years before drums. So, you know, I knew what an A, B, C, D, E, F, G was, and the sharps and flats, but apart from that, chords and everything, I didn't, no idea. So it's been really fun just playing along to songs and learning it, and, you know, I'd love to do it, but I tried it with Damon and Isaac, and we couldn't get it, couldn't do it, just because, you know, life. People always having to cancel rehearsals. So yeah, so it's a fun hobby, but it's nothing I can do full time. I don't have the knowledge to be able to do it. You know, playing along to songs is fine, but as soon as we got into the theory of it, that's where my downfall is. Like I say, still getting better, still learning, but yeah. So that's really annoying, really hard. Socializing, you know, I've been not like literally all of December and the beginning of January, like I didn't speak to anyone at all, didn't respond to any messages, because it's just, I don't know, I went into a lull last year, kind of, you know, with the PTSD that happened like in the weeks leading up to the anniversary of Penny's death this year. It seems to have been an after, all in the lead up to Christmas and stuff. Just really fucking sad. You know, I feel like I'm a burden at social events. Well, not burdened at social events, but like just, I wasn't what I once was. I've always been talkative and all that nonsense. I went to a party at someone's house whenever it was, summer sometime, and like everyone there was younger than me, and I just felt out of place and awkward. And then I left after about an hour, and like no one messaged, oh, have you gone, where are you, the next day, the day after. Like, I must have known about 10 people there, and it's just, that's what I mean. It's like I'm not there. So I've got fucking 2 parties this weekend, one tomorrow for Josie and Innie, and then Sunday with Isaac. But yeah, it's just like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Because what's the point? And yeah, there's other things get me down. Football. I feel like I'm getting better at football, actually. I've always said I'm shit, but I really do feel like I've actually improved quite a bit at training. Before, I know it's only training, but when you've only got training, it's a big thing to you. Before, like, I could go months without getting a goal, and nowadays, like, I always get 2 every time we play. Started playing with the old lads sometimes on a Thursday. Some of the older guys, they just play 5-a-side at Beckfoot. That's really fun because that makes me feel fitter. The fact that I'm playing with a lot of mid-40s guys, Yeah, don't really know what else there is to say. Yeah, just like I should get around to selling these drum kits and these guitars that I have, but I just don't have the fucking energy. And it's a really shit excuse, I know, but it's just like I just can't get around to it. I never seem to be able to get around to doing anything. Friends who, like close friends, have stopped talking to me for ages. Because it's been 2 years, like, so it must be done now. Must be getting back to normality. Yeah, I guess I should feel better after this for talking, getting it out. But I don't go to see Penny as often. When I do, I don't stay for very long. An hour's trip there, and I'm barely there 5 minutes before I get back in the car and come home, just because it's hard. I used to read the stories from a book, a myth book. I haven't finished yet, but just stopped doing that. Which is really pathetic. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening.